Yes.
Push it again. How finicky it is. Here it is, right there. Click on it.
Good morning, everyone. Happy National Scrapbooking Day. We are here with Creative Partner Linda Hanson. Real fast, I'm going to turn on my video. You might hear some overlapping noise. I apologize. Perfect. Okay, I have the chat pulled up. Hello, everyone. Today is National Scrapbooking Day. We are here with Creative Partner Linda Hanson and her wonderful partner, Lee. They are celebrating. Woo! They're celebrating with us. I'm actually going to pull up the sketch. So today's event for National Scrapbooking Day is based off of a sketch that we are using for a sketch challenge for this event. So let me pull up the sketch. Here is what the sketch looks like. Screenshot it, take a picture really quick. This sketch, ow, baby, stop. This sketch. You to hit my head. Okay, sorry, that's my 4-year-old. This is a sketch that Linda is going to be using today for National Scrapbooking Day. So she's obviously using this as a springboard into her layout. So I will go back here to the Zoom. Linda and Lee, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Linda Hanson, and this is
Lee.
We're from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and we are currently in Novi, Michigan at the Mega Meet Scrapbook Convention. But we're actually doing the video from our motorhome. So yeah, we're just happy to be here, and happy National Scrapbook Day, everyone.
It's sunny and clear here, makes it really nice. But I see we have some people on from Maryland. We have Jackie, Antonia from Idaho, Marlo from Richmond, Virginia, Sue from Arkansas.
Awesome. Hey, welcome. So I put the sketch down here, but Sonia did a great job of putting it on the screen for you guys. If you want to take a screenshot of it, let me know and I'll just pull the book out. But it is on page 106 and it's the bottom one. So today,
Sorry, Linda, real fast, I'm gonna hop in. So we are still doing the National Scrapbooking Day sale. That's 2 days, May 6th and 7th. It's 40% off some items in the last chance, and then 10% off everything in the last chance, an additional 10% off already their markdown price. And then also, if you spend $75, you get a free Corky Doodle sheet. So that is lasting until tonight at midnight in honor of National Scrapbooking Day today. I will post some links in the chat as soon as Linda starts, and then that'll be it. So Linda, you got it from here.
Awesome. And also, this is, like Sonia said, a sketch challenge, and we'll tell you a couple different times on how to do it. But what you do is you create your project, take a picture, and then go to the kiwilane.com/community, and then post your picture by today, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then you will do a hashtag NSD as a dog with Kiwi Lane on your post so that Kiwi Lane can find you. Okay, we are ready to rock and roll. Well, I'm going to show you really quick the pictures I'm using. And, you know, the last couple of times we've done the heritage ones. Well, these I've saved because this is kind of like a now and then. Susan did a now and then here just a few weeks ago. And when I saw her do it, it's like, oh, cool, because that's what I wanted to do. But we always think alike sometimes here. So the story is my mom and dad.
Can you show the pictures up a little higher?
Yeah, I will. My mom and dad, they left us a ton of pictures from both sides of the family. And my mom, I think one of the last layout that I did, I told you about her dad that fell off of a windmill and died as a result of his injuries. And then the farmers all came over and helped in the fields. But I didn't tell you, he had a twin brother. And this is Johnny. and he lived in Wyoming for most of his life. This is him in front of his house, and on the back it has his writing, and it says 1935. So that's him. Then I've got this one where he's in front of the post office in Myrna, Wyoming is where he was living. And another one there and his writing in 1935. This one, it says that they did a beef that they just killed where he stayed, and he said he took it in 1934. Now, am I getting it up there close enough for him? We got a little delay on the video, so
it's gonna be
and
maybe
then-
even a little bit higher is
Okay.
better. I realize they're not the best pictures in the world.
no. And this is him on horseback, and I think it's right around the early 30s that one was taken. We're not sure, but it was on the back of a postcard. But the best part of the story, okay, these are the 30s. I was born in 1960, 30 some years later. But in 1972, when I would have been 12 years old, I got to meet him. Now, this is me, my dad, my mom, and my brother David, and this is Uncle Johnny. And he still was in Wyoming. Am I up close? Yep, you can see it. So that is, we got to meet him in 72, and I've got a few pictures here of him. And this here is my dad's mom, Anna, and she was tiny. Believe it or not, she was only 4'3". So she's really, she was a tiny woman. And then this picture is really special because you can see the food on the table. And my mom was always one of packing a picnic lunch, because the way we camped was basically tent only in a homemade camper. And I'll show you that sometime. But his favorite pie, she was a baker, and her pie that she made for him was a raisin pie, not raisin cream. It had raisin filling and then the crust, and he called it hobo pie. And she had done that for him since she was a young teenager. So he asked if she brought him a hobo pie, and sure enough, she did.
Are you gonna make me a hobo pie sometime?
I will make you a hobo pie. Won't be like my mom's, but I will do it.
You put a little T-bone and sirloin around the sides.
Little sausage in the middle, right?
Well,
Oh
you're
my
thinking-
goodness.
You're thinking correctly.
So the templates that I'm pulling out to use today, the borders, I'm using Matthew Boulevard. Now, as you notice in the sketch, there's some borders on top. We are going to use something totally different. It's going to be this, same design, but it's going to be a different feel. This is going to be like a westward hoe, I call it. So anyway, we've got Matthew Boulevard, 1A and 1B, and they look like a mountain range. I love this set. Now, if you've never used Kiwi Lane, you have two templates, one for each side of the page. And the way that they work is borders have a flat side and they have the design side. You will lay this on the edge of your paper, and then this side you will trace. You'll take B, which fits perfectly right up against it, and then you make another pencil mark here. So when you take it off to cut it, you've got one cut here and one cut here. Hence, you have two pieces, for one for each layout.
And one of those is one of those score, what do you call it, your slider. You don't have to cut with scissors. That one's a nice straight.
Oh, if you want to cut with the slice, that's fine. I like my scissors on this. Okay, this background paper is from Simple Stories, and it's, what would we say it was called? Get your paper. I made Lee write them all down earlier.
Inform you of all this.
It's the wood, Simple Stories, right there.
Hickory cream notebook.
Yeah, hickory cream notebook paper. Say that 3 times fast without tripping over your tongue. Woo! Okay, so I'm going to put that one there. I may move it up a little bit, but it's going to go there. Matthew Boulevard on the other side, as you can see, it meets up. So we have a mountain range, right? All right, so the next template I'm going to use is a la carte Shine. This one was designed by Lindsay Smith. I think was her last name, Lindsay Smith. She was she's a founder of Kiwi Lane, co-founders, and she designed this for the company. And I'm going to use this a la carte Shine right up under that edge of the mountain. Okay. Then we are going to go down here, and I'm going to use Scenic Route 2, which is from
Enjoy the journey from June of 2021.
Okay, enjoy
That's
the
the
journey.
monthly kit
Yep,
club.
it's a monthly kit club. There's 2 of these. I'm going to put one there. I've got one for the other side, which is going to go right there, and that's 1. So scenic route 1 and 2. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do this little side up here in this corner, because on the sketch, you'll see there's like a ring with a flower, and I'm not sure if there's 2 pieces or 3. There's 3. There's 2 circles and then the little flower. So this, I am using the a la carte mountain, and I'm going to put this one right over top like that. Okay, I didn't go quite to the edge. I've got Celebrate 5T. Now this little thing comes with Tiny Celebrate, which, yeah, it's on sale, guys. It's 40% off. This one comes in there. It also comes in the sampler card kit too. So this one is going to go right up there. We have a little cloud over the mountain. I'll move this down a little bit.
Is that a tiny silver? That's just regular
No,
Celebrate.
5T. If there's a T by it, that's from the Tiny collection.
Okay.
So, all right, then I'm taking Wonderland, Little Tiny Trees, 3 and 4, and that came from the monthly kit, Happy Holidays, December of 2019. It had like a little jars that you could do, what do they call it, like a little globe and stuff. You could turn them into that and do over top of scene. It had a sleigh, some gifts, just a wonderful, nice little collection. So these actually are going to go up here on the mountain. Oh. Okay, that one there, and I'm going to put this one right next to it. I may put it behind too, but we're going to do that for right now.
Kind of up in the mountain, like mountain
Yeah,
music from the group
exactly.
Alabama.
Don't sing. Please don't
Play all
sing.
the time.
Please don't sing.
I like the group Alabama.
Oh my goodness, they'll hang up on us if you start singing. But okay, so now on this side, I've got a special little thing here. This is the pie, the a la carte pie, and that came from Gather Home monthly kit, October of 2019. And because that the story is partially with my mom baking, this is going to be perfect for the raisin pie. So
You
it's going to
almost
go
said
down here.
raisin
I almost
cream,
said raisin
didn't you?
cream. I almost did. I
But
don't
you
like
like
raisin.
raisin
No,
cream.
I don't like raisin cream. I like raisin pie, but I don't like
I just like
raisin cream.
raisins
Yes, raisins are
and
good.
steak.
This is from Expressions, the journal kit. This is the #1. There's a whole bunch of different designs. You can use them as they are. You can use them to put something on top, a title or anything. These are very versatile. And so I'm going to put it there so I can write the story about the pie. And right here, we have Wilderness 2. And Wilderness 2 is from Adventure Awaits in June of 2018. This is one of the first kits that Kiwi Lane came out with. So I'm going to actually split it. Some of it is going to go on this side, and some of it's going to go on this side. And then I've got a la carte Pine, which is one of the a la cartes. I also have Tiny Seasons 10T. If you don't have Tiny Seasons, oh my gosh, that is the most useful kit because there's something for every month. And then I have this Trees #3, which came from, you got that one, Lee?
I probably could. It's Trees 3 from Homegrown Harvest.
October?
That was in October of 2020.
Right.
Right in the middle of the pandemic.
So we are going to put this little guy.
Which we will hope is in the rearview mirrors.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so this one is going to go here. And then this one is going to go there. And that is that layout. Okay. And then I'm going to take my pictures. I'm going to go one there. One there. Now I was not able to cut them exactly like the sketch showed, but that's okay. You're supposed to make it your own. And the older pictures, as you know, do not come in a standard size. So we're going to do that right there. I'm going to move this one up. And then this is closer to the food, closer to the pie. And I may put an arrow in there too. I'm not sure, but I've got the arrows here towards the pie, and this is underneath. So that might just work. All right, and here we go. We've got Uncle Johnny. That one's gonna go up there. Uncle Johnny in his house is gonna go there. And then we've got a little one here. I may have to move it to the right a little bit, but we'll see once we start getting it together. Okay, if you guys want to take a screenshot really quick, that is what we are going to make today.
Christine has a question.
Sure.
She wants to know, hello, how do we get the sketch?
The sketch is in, well, the sketch actually, Sonia posted it up above and she put it on here. So if you want to rewatch the video, you can do that. Or I'll just set it here real quick. If you want to take a screenshot of it, I'll hold it up a little bit. It's this one right here. It's page 106. Yeah, the lower one. And then the book is the latest one, book number 4 from Kiwi Lane. It's over 180 sketch or scrapbooking sketches. And girls, this book is probably my favorite one because they put things in here that are anywhere from beginner to the advanced scrapbooker. Anybody can use these. So, all right. Are we ready to see what kind of paper we've got?
And we have quite a few people on from all the way from the UK to Louisiana.
Wow.
Makes me want to fix
Whoa.
some gumbo for lunch. But and we just
Welcome.
have a lot from, like I said, California, Kentucky. Sharon's on.
Well, hello, girl. We're supposed to have lunch later. Or is she? You're gonna be able, I think you're gonna be able to join us. So awesome. Okay. The paper we're using is from June's Kiwi Club 2020. It's called Born to be Awesome. Now, if you were a Kit Club member, you know how fabulous these kits are. You'll get this set of templates here, and then they suggest some other ones that you can use with it. And this is all the papers that come in. I'll give you a real quick rundown. All right, so here's this one. They give you 4 background sheets too. So we'll just do it real quick. You can see what it's like.
And I won't interrupt you, but I like seeing where people are from. I have memories from most of these places.
Will you go ahead? You talk while I'm
Well,
showing the paper. That'll work.
Kristen is from Spring, Texas. And I remember we went
We've been
to
there.
a little bar diner type place right along the train tracks in Old Spring. And I had me some really good chicken fried steak, or I
Is
guess.
that where we took Gracie or Bella when she was a puppy? When we first got her that restaurant?
No, that you might be thinking of Goodson's.
No, it wasn't good to do. It was like a
Well,
little.
this is in Old Spring, and it's right down
I'm
to the
sure
train
that's what
tracks.
it was.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I see
that's
we
what
have
it
a
was.
couple that are from Nebraska. We're going to be there in August at
Yes.
Lincoln, Nebraska for
FMCA
yeah,
convention.
which is the Motor Coach Association.
This is one of the backgrounds.
And
then this
Darlene
is the
Logan,
other one.
she's from
There's
Michigan,
2.
and she's at the scrapbook event today too.
Darlene,
We're about
we
7
gotta go
miles
see
away
you.
at the campground in our RV, but she'll be there after we're done here to
Yay.
finish up the day.
Make sure you if you want to go out with us tonight, make sure you look us up. Okay,
And
so
Lisa's on from the UK.
yay,
a lot of my friends are
awesome.
from
I don't know what time it is there, but
It'll be about 5 to 6 hours difference.
okay.
probably.
Well, all right. So what I
And
am
Leslie from San Antonio. Leslie's on a lot.
okay.
Makes me think of good.
He's gonna
Texas
talk
food.
food all day, guys.
No,
I
I'm thinking
brought
music right now. I'm thinking of the San Antonio stroll.
Oh my goodness.
You know how that goes. Another one, Lisa's from Macomb, Michigan. And I know can't be too far away. In Cleveland, which is just on the other side of the lake, from Washington and California, Pennsylvania.
Well, I'm gonna trace and cut this, but let me say something real quick before you go on. How
I'll
Kiwi
take a
Lane,
break.
you don't. You love this and you know it. Guys, he was so jealous because he could not go with me to the crop yesterday and the day before.
But I did show up at the event.
Yes, he came in, he got a
And I
ticket.
should not have, because you spent a lot of money. I walked around with it.
Oh, now
and I
you've never
found-
said
I
anything
found
about
stuff that was kind of unique. I said, boy, wouldn't this look cool? I said, oh, yeah, it would.
it. Now pick it up.
And then I
son.
realized I'd be better to take the silent treatment.
He loved
And
it though.
Stacy's on too. You know,
Hey,
Stacy.
Stacy, that's our local back in Cedar Rapids scrapbook owner. She has a store, Scrap Mania, where I love to go, and I teach classes there. And she's just a really great
And
gal.
Lisa has sent a big wave from the UK.
Hey, we're way back. All right. So the way Kiwi Lane works is you take your templates and you just play with them on your page and design it however you want. So I had designed this just about 10 minutes before we got on. Yeah, it doesn't take long, guys. You just start pulling. Oh, before I forget, I don't want to forget this time because I did last time.
5:21 in the UK in the afternoon.
Oh,
so
that's not too bad.
it's getting
Okay.
about time for some fish and chips or bangers and mash.
I told you guys last time that I had a book that I made from the gal Rhonda Mold. She's from the Quad City area. She's a good friend.
She's actually from Clinton, Iowa.
Okay, Clinton, Iowa. I met her at the Quad Cities. There we go. And she came up with this book. Now, if you have a lot of templates and you want to know how to keep them organized, there's one of two ways. You can do it on a piece of paper, or you can download our Kiwi Lane app and on your phone, and you can just check the ones that you've got, the ones that you want. There's areas where you can go and get more ideas. You can shop from the site. It's just a great app. And then there is one more, and Rhonda came up with it. So this is just a photo book from Walmart. And what I did is I went through and I took pictures of everything, and I wrote in pencil what they were. And I went through and organized them. So like these are all the a la cartes. Now we go to tiny borders.
Don't flip too fast.
And then you go to tiny accessories.
And you did these pictures with just your phone.
Yeah, I just did them real quick with my phone. So these are still tiny accessories. Then you go to borders. And then I went, ooh, it's getting heavy on that other side. And then you go to regular accessories. Am I getting this? I don't want to set it down on the thing. Okay. And then still accessories. But you get the idea that you can go through. Here's what I want to show you. Then I did the monthly kits. And those are all monthly kits. And then in the back, I did the sample sets and I did the placemats. I still got more back here, but I've got another book, so I will probably have to start doing a second book because I have all the templates. But if anyone is just starting out, this is a great way, because if you're playing here and you don't want to look through all your templates to find something, you can scroll through and it's like, okay, I need a pumpkin. What has a pumpkin? Oh, look at holiday or whatever one. You guys get the idea. So that's the book I promised to show you last time. And thanks to Rhonda Mole, big handout. Shout out to her for doing something like that. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with the a la carte shine. And there's this really kind of vintagey looking yellow in here. And I'm
sorry, could you say that?
Sorry, my Siri just kicked on my watch. Okay, so I'm using a it's called Kuru Toga Uni mechanical pencil. I've tried
0.5 millimeter lead.
Yes, I've tried a lot of pencils. This one, it glides, and if you do want to erase a line or something, it erases everything. There's no bleed over. The best part is some of you, I don't know if you notice when you trace your templates, you get a little gray film from your pencil. This one won't do that. And because I was constantly wiping the pencil off.
And I think it's an HB quality lead, so it wipes off.
It has diamond dust in the lead. But what is the nicest thing too is it just glides and it doesn't break. And that's probably due to the diamond dust in it. But it
Jeannie
doesn't.
Durham says she loves that pencil. Thanks to your
Yay!
But I see several people on from Kentucky, too many to name. Kentucky is really close to my heart. One is I like good country smoked ham, but I'll get off food. That's where Linda really started in with her journey with being a creative partner. Walton, Kentucky, basically out south of Cincinnati. She went to an event that Shelly Kellick was doing when Linda was looking to get involved with Kiwi Lane. She had owned the templates for a lot of years, but we were coming up I-75, coming from one of our favorite places, Pigeon Forge, and we stayed at a campground not far from Walton, and you went to a school. There was some kind of a fundraiser they're having, and she was there doing a bunch of Kiwi Lane. And she asked Linda if she knew much about it. Next thing you knew, Linda was teaching a class. So I think it worked out really well, and that's kind of where the whole addiction started really heavy. And you started doing a lot of creation. It was from Walton, Kentucky.
Yeah. So Shelly, she's a sweetheart. She's from Ohio, and she just like a big sister to me. I just love her to death.
Okay.
Our
I
little
have
sister. I
3
think she's younger than I am,
requests.
so I
They
gotta say
want
that.
the information to get on the pencil. Sonia, Kathy, and
Here.
Sue.
You do it.
You
Oh,
want me
is
to
it
do
okay? As you notice, as I'm cutting these, I cut around like a circle and did the tops all off. And then I go back and go in and cut to the stopping point. And these are Tim Holtz scissors. And the way you want to cut them, if you're right-handed, you want the wording towards you, and there's like teeth. You want the teeth to go down. If you have it,
your left hand,
if you
yes.
go up, it's going to leave little teeth marks on your paper, and you will notice it when we go to ink it. If you're left-handed, flip it over. Try that. Otherwise, he does make left-handed scissors now, and I highly recommend these. They are wonderful. Kiwi Lane has them.
Have you tried them yet?
What, the left ones? No. What I mean is the scissors. You gonna be a stinker today, ain't you? He's gonna make me think. That's why I call him a stinker.
I haven't got started yet.
I think Kiwi Lane well, they had them in the shop. You'll have to look. They might still have them in there. But they're excellent scissors. Okay, Lee, go ahead. You
I'll go back to the pencil. It's Uni, UNI. It's in smaller print. That's kind of the brand, and it's a Kuru Toga, Kuru.
Yep.
Again, Kuru, and then Toga, TOGA, and then it'll have 0.5, and that's what the diameter is of the lead, be 0.5 millimeter. So Uni, Kuru, Toga, mechanical pencil, basically.
I got mine at Office Max, but I know some of the gals have been getting them off of Amazon. And
I think Stacy has them too, doesn't
no,
she?
Stacy doesn't have those. She has the erasers. So I don't know if she can get them or not. I think she tried and she couldn't.
Well, I use Uni pins all the time at
those-
work that I get, and they just work really well.
He don't like it when you take his pen either. He's like,
So I carry a blue pin and a red pin. When the red pin comes out, the people in my organization know, he's proofreading again.
run. Okay, so I got that one done. And then I'm using Vintage Photo. Sorry about this. The color on top, hope you can see it's just Tim Holtz Distress Ink Vintage Photo.
And thanks, Josie. She actually put it up on here, and she even has a link to go with the picture.
All right.
Thank you.
I have a small wooden one. Our local scrapbook store carries these. I have the bigger one that Tim makes. Love them both. The little one is great for getting into tight places. Now, some of you want to know how to ink in between. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to take this here.
Very special.
My ink.
And so again, it is Happy Scrapbook Day, but also just
I'm gonna
want
get a
to
different-
wish all of you Happy Mother's
Hang
Day tomorrow also.
See if I've got another one here.
And unfortunately, tomorrow we're going to be traveling most of the day because I have to go to Madison, Wisconsin to be there for a meeting on Monday morning. So we'll spend our time doing that. I told Linda I found a route, the straight route there from here is going over to the western side of Michigan and taking the ferry across.
I am
She's
not
interested
taking
in
my
taking her
no
50,000 motorhome on a ferry.
50.
across
What are you
Lake-
talking about? 50,000. You mean my
50,000 pounds.
Yeah,
on the
oh.
coach.
It's probably more than that.
Well, all your scrapbooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But I thought that'd be awesome.
back.
We could bounce up and
Back away.
down out on the Lake Michigan.
No, we're not doing that. It is
Catch
not
some
happening.
fish along the way.
All right, let's see if we got a little more.
So
Oh,
we'll go
that's a little
down and
better.
go up through Chicago like
Much
we
better.
normally would.
Oh, but I tell you what, coming here, those roads here in Michigan. Oh my.
How about Illinois and Indiana? The ones in Michigan, I think, were better than those.
Oh,
Of course, Iowa's not exactly nothing to brag about. And I saw we had our on from Casa Grande, Arizona, and I remember I-10 in Arizona isn't exactly what I'd call super, super smooth in the western part.
So one up, one down.
Oh, you're talking inky now.
Inky.
Okay.
Made you think. Oh, golly. So I want to tell you guys, like I said, we're at the Mega Meet here in Novi, Michigan. If you've never been to this one scrapbooking convention, you have got to come. This is the biggest one I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot of them. And
by the way, Sharon says that she loves taking the ferry.
Sorry, Sharon, love you, girl. Not going. No. I'm a land lover. I don't do water very well. I can swim, but no, not happening.
Well, it's not that deep. It's not like with Edmund Fitzgerald went down back in the 70s in Lake Superior.
Yeah, not happening. Okay, let's do these mountains. All right, this has like a little gold line in it. It's going to be perfect. So I'm going to turn it this way because I want them to go up and down.
Tricia wants to know, who joins us a lot, how are you enjoying Michigan, and how's the Mega Meet?
The Mega Meet is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Like I said, Michigan is gorgeous, except for their roads. Their roads, I'm going to be nice. Say they have a lot of potholes.
But we came Route 23 from 94. That was really good. And some of 94 wasn't bad. Not as bad as what we saw in Indiana, and right there as you get into Illinois from Maryville, Indiana, crossing the way over. A lot of construction and potholes just coming out of the winter weather, which I was starting to wonder if spring was ever going to get here.
It's
actually
still
a beautiful
questionable.
day today, Michigan. Yesterday it kind of drizzled most of the day here and kind of cold. But we really enjoy it. We're looking forward to coming back sometime.
Yeah,
So
I think
Michigan get to go see some of the sites. I'm looking forward to that.
I think we're going to get tables all together, the girls that are here and that watch, and I think we're just going to kind of, and it's on Mother's Day weekend. We never do anything on Mother's Day special, and this would be special.
And Tricia said she has to be nice also because her brother-in-law is the head of the Michigan DOT. So.
Okay, put a bug in his ear. Holy cow.
No, actually, the roads are bad. There's a lot of traffic on the roads. But
yeah.
In regards to Michigan, we've been looking really, really forward to going up in the northern part of the lower UP. There's some great, really nice RV resorts up in that area in the northwest part.
Petoskey, is that the one? That
Yeah, there's a couple different ones. Heart's Sight, isn't that what I think it's called? And they're close to Petoskey, right in that area. Like come over, peaches, blueberries, all the other cherries.
Yeah, what I know, blueberries are popular in Michigan, but what other fruit, guys, are popular here? Okay, yep, that's right.
The redhead and peaches used to be really.
Yeah, we used to come up with getting that. Okay, I'm gonna use the bigger dauber this time, and it has a rounded head on it. I really like the rounded one for getting into the corners and stuff of these bigger ones. Really nice. Trim that just a tad right there. I hear that jet going over again. This is the first time we've ever done a live in the motorhome, so it's kind of a learning curve and how to set the light.
On one of our little Verizon packs, so hopefully
we have a little jet pack that we're going on. So
yeah, Rochelle said she takes I-80 to 35 and 94 to Madison. Yep.
That's the way we're gonna be going.
Okay, so Trish said she was a little late getting on. What borders are you using?
Matthew Boulevard, 1A and 1B.
All
And
right.
then, yeah, if you want to know which one, when I pick it up, if you want to know what it is, just go ahead and comment. Lee will catch it. And you can always watch the replay. Now, if you notice, there's some pencil mark. The ink just covers it right up. This vintage photo.
Yeah, you never seen it like the little penguins. It don't exist. But Tricia answered and said cherries in Traverse City. Back in Prophetstown, Illinois, where I grew up, we were married. How many years ago, Linda?
We're married in 1979. You figured it.
So it'll be 43 years this year in July.
Woo-hoo.
But my best man was my music teacher from grade school, taught me to play guitar. And he was from Manistee, Michigan, I think was the name of the town. But he played the tuba in a marching band. And he said it was terrible because they had a lot of cherry festivals when you brought that up. And people used to like throwing cherries or the pits of cherries and trying to make it inside of his tuba. He said he hated doing marching parades because everybody was always doing that too, especially when it was a cherry celebration. But I always thought that was unusual. And Sharon said again, apples and cherries. I saw some wineries coming across also.
Okay, I'm going to use this one.
And where did the mountain come from? Marcia was one.
Which mountain? There's two. This one is from the a la carte mountain, which I think is still in the shop, should be. And then this one is Wilderness 2, which is from The Adventure Awaits June 2018 monthly kit. So I'm going to put the clouds.
Oh, you had some answers right away. I would have had to look it up.
Hey,
How about that?
I do use them once in a while. And this Tiny Celebrate, like I said, it's in Celebrate, which is on sale right now. The Tiny Celebrate, 40% off. And it's also in the card kit, if you've got that too. There's actually two clouds. Don't remember what the other one is. I'd have to.
Rochelle said we should go to her hometown in Somerset, Wisconsin.
Ooh.
I'll have to look. I might have been there before. It sounds familiar.
Lee works in Madison up there, and
Way too much.
during the
Way too
summer
much.
months, we'll take the motorhome up and stay in the forest, and then wintertime comes, he's on his own. He stays in a hotel because this old girl will not take my motorhome out in the slush. We can, but it's not pleasant walking the dog and setting up when it's nasty. Okay, mountains. What do we want to do the mountains in? Let's take this pretty color right here. It's kind of it's almost a purple gray. It's really, really nice. Now, here's a trick. If you can't see the pencil on the paper, the dark paper, what you can do is you put your template down in the direction you want it. You put it on top, you slide it off, slide it under, and flip it over. Okay. I call it the slide, flip. I'm going to put it down here though. Okay. And let's see, what else can we tell them about Madison? They have one of the last freestanding A&W.
Well, there's a few in
restaurants.
Wisconsin. You know, of course, it's kind of a Wisconsin thing, kind of like Culver's, but
Cheese, they got a lot of
Somerset.
cheese.
There's an Apple, I think it's Apple something campground up in it, because you're not far from St. Paul, if I'm right. And I think we might have stayed there once, but I can't be sure. And then when I was young, we used to go up to Rice Lake down in, which is a little
That's
ways
really
over,
pretty.
but kind of up in that area. Really, really pretty.
We go to the Dells too once in a while. He has to work up there, but that kind of works a little more pleasurable. He usually golfs when he goes up there for work. So, okay, we got that one done.
So Tricia wants to know, did you do any of the crops at the M&M, which is the mega meet? And yes, you're there.
That's all I
every-
did. I just went to the crops and shopped. I didn't take any of the classes. When I went to this, or when I decided to go, it was like kind of a, what do you call it? It was like a vacation because I didn't have to mess with anything in the house or the dog or the phone. And
I worked from the
So-
RV. I messed with the dog and all that to allow her to have some good rest and relaxation. And so she's been cropping. That's what she's been
Yeah, I
doing, except
get
this
some stuff.
morning because she had to get ready to do this.
Yeah,
But she's going back over to crop here after a
After
bit.
the
But I
service
couldn't
is
get
over.
into it, so I had to stand out there.
he's
And
one.
I would text her, call her. She can't. 'Cause I did go over to the event yesterday, and
Okay, hold that thought. Wilderness 2, mountain. Slide it off, slide it under, flip it over. Okay, now you continue. Yeah, he was very lonely because he kept sending me pictures and telling me what was going on at the RV and asking me questions. But yeah, I missed him too being there.
well, this is our first real trip in this motorhome, so we just got it packed all up. And
It's not
plus
where
we
we
got
want
a new one, and I didn't know where anything was, so
Yeah,
I make do. I even did the dishes. But
Yeah,
we got a
you
dishwasher,
did.
but I didn't want to try it without Linda being here. In
Case the
I
water.
messed it up.
I'm not worried about you messing it up. I'm just hoping it works. We've got it. We're going to Nashville here in a few weeks to get some work done on it. You think if you bought a brand new motorhome, it would have been pristine, perfect, right?
But everybody, when you buy anything new, you're always going to have warranty
Yeah,
issues.
I know.
You
So,
just expect
but we're going to take a Spartan class, which is what the chassis is on. We
from
took one.
Charlotte,
Yeah,
Michigan.
Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Spartan, just like in Michigan State.
we took one before when we had our other coach, and it was very, very enlightening. And so since we've got the new one, we thought, oh, yeah, maybe we better go.
We got to be
take
a
that
little
one too.
careful talking about because we're pretty close to Ann Arbor here, so we're more in the Michigan territory. But you got to
Oh golly!
sort those things all out.
But we love it. We're thinking about going full time in it. When Lee retires, he's got a couple years yet, and it's very comfortable. I mean, it's no problem.
It'll be a little tight. Just we have so much stuff, and
Well, this is all that would go in, and we wouldn't take any more now. Remember?
well, I got some guitars and stuff.
Oh,
I like to
yeah.
bring, little music.
Yeah. We talked about it. It's like, okay.
Tricia does say she usually does do a couple of their classes when she goes and shop. I know we went to the one in Schaumburg last year, and Linda took a class, and they actually let me come in and sit. And I told her I wasn't very impressed with the class. I've been to some other classes.
Okay, this is back in
and,
the yellow.
They weren't as good as what I was expecting.
Go this way.
Having a great time.
Nope, I gotta go this way. I have to go up. I'm gonna have to waste that piece. Well, I won't waste it. I'll use it on some. But I gotta go up. This is probably, you look at it and it's like, oh, this is gonna be a hard template to cut. But it's really not. It's very, very easy. Sorry, you can't probably see what I'm doing here with my hand on it. But
I meant to tell you earlier too, Krishna, she's one from Spring, Texas, says that she'll go to meet up with our guys one of these days. And we do get down to Texas from time to time.
I think we're gonna
I used to go to Houston quite a bit, and we had friends that were up in
the
Magnolia.
Woodlands.
And so we used to get off just north of the Woodlands and go over, and always had to stop down to Goodson's and Tom Paul to get me supposed to be the best country fried steak. But I think every town had the best country fried steak when I was in Texas.
I will tell you, Iowa has great food, especially their steaks. But if you're traveling on the Interstate 80, and I hope I don't get in trouble with this because this is my opinion, but there's a sign that says Iowa's best burger. Keep on trucking.
Yeah,
it is not Iowa's
burger.
best
It tastes
burger.
kind of like what you get out of a
Freezer,
out of a
frozen,
vending machine
yeah.
at a
it's not
at a
pretty.
rest stop. Yeah, I don't know, but there is a little campground there that's nice.
Yeah.
But they always advertise that. So, but there are some awesome burgers in Iowa, but that's not probably one of them.
No, not at all. So are you guys liking what you're seeing
And
so far?
Anna says thank you for showing us all the ideas.
Oh, it's my pleasure. That's what I'm doing now. I'm going to erase this because I think I kind of overshot here. The lighting in here, I hope it's okay for you guys, but we got to adjust this lighting. It's just not. I wanted to
You
do
need me to
that.
make an adjustment of anything?
No, I'm just thinking, do I want it? Because you can cut it like that.
Uh-oh, so she's thinking
Yeah,
we all
I'm
gotta
thinking, well,
all
it's gonna
gotta
take
put
more
our
time.
put our fingers on our temples and look at the screen. Look at Linda. Can you feel the vibes yet? Is it coming yet?
I chickened out. I'm not gonna do it. It fits up against it, but I'm not gonna do it. Not right now. I'll do it on my own, and I think I have done it that way before, but I don't want to make a mistake and have to start over. Not pretty. But
Yeah, a lot of good stuff, and like I said, a lot of people on from Kentucky. Another one of my favorite states.
I met a couple gals from Louisville yesterday, Kentucky.
That's Kentucky.
Couple.
It's Louisville.
That's what, isn't that what I said?
Yeah, some people
Okay.
say Louisville. It's Louisville.
It's like we went to this restaurant one time and somebody says, "Where are y'all from?" It was in the South, so they had the accent. And we told them Iowa. And he
Is
goes,
that where they grow them
taters?
Well, we do grow taters, but no, you're thinking
Iowa. Oh, yeah. So
I could
that
have
was
liver
funny.
mush when I was in North Carolina, which I enjoyed.
Oh, yeah.
But I saw
Good
there's a
breakfast.
Kathy on I saw earlier from she was from Martinsburg, West Virginia, and I'm trying to remember. We were in West Virginia, and I was thinking we're going to be passing through there again sometime. There's State Fair Campground, maybe it's right there.
Listen, you
I
know me
thought
in
that was
directions.
Martinsburg. I remember your niece did a dog thing there at Martinsburg.
Best to do is cut it out of whatever you're doing underneath the truck.
Beautiful area. Get over in that area. I like going through the Shenandoah Valley. You go a little bit further over, and just beautiful.
As you see, I'm cutting close to it because if you try to take that great big piece of paper and cut it, it won't be pleasant. You can do it.
I live right across the freeway from the Woodlands.
Really?
Yeah, so you don't want to try to get over to the Woodlands because then people drive crazy down through there. My biggest thing in Texas is the frontage roads. I'm used up here where we get off an interstate to get on, you got an on-ramp. Down there, you just kind of go down the frontage road at 70 and then you just jog over to the left.
You don't jog with a motorhome, let me tell you.
Well, you can, but it's rough on
the
internals. But no,
we wait a minute, what internal? Your stomach?
Yeah, I got to strap in. But no, it's beautiful area down there though. I really like it.
See, it's not too bad cutting it, guys. You just got to do one at a time.
Josie said it's really cute. She loves the mountain idea for the sketch.
Matthew Boulevard, their templates look like scenery. Every one of them. They all don't look like mountains. One looks like you use for a beachy theme, and they're really unique. They're not the typical Kiwi Lane templates. They have a design, and I like that. We need to adjust that light.
Okay, and Leslie said, I grew up in the Shenandoah Valley, and it's beautiful all year long. It is. Always makes me think a little bit about the Waltons and all that.
Oh, no, it's okay for them. That's all right. I'll deal with it. I got new glasses, guys, and I don't think they got it right because whenever I look at something, it's got a hump in it. So I'm questioning where I'm cutting because it looks like I'm really cutting a mountain. Oh my goodness. We'll have to get
and I'm trying to think of when we're talking about Spring, Texas. So when we get off on the Farm to Market Road, I don't remember the number to go to Magnolia, but there used to be a little coffee shop on the south side of the road, and they built on, and they have some pretty top-notch entertainment.
I'm thinking Tennessee Pickett's. That wasn't it.
No, you're thinking of Pickett's over in Nashville. This is the
think
coffee shop
called.
right there.
Yeah.
And then if you went on the other side, I'll have to look up to see what that town is. I remember when we were down there, and what's his name? The country singer. It's related to Roy Rogers.
Clint Black.
Clint Black was doing a concert there, and we had just a really good time. And the one time we were down there, BJ Thomas was there. God rest his soul. He's passed. I know he had a lot of struggles younger in his life, but I think back in the music days, he's probably one of the best singers. He just had such a super, super voice.
He was one of my favorites. Raindrops.
Christian says, yes, they do drive like bats from hell. So Stacy said the lighting's good.
Okay.
And maybe it's your eyes, Linda.
It is my eyes. That's what I
your
said.
Glasses off and see if it gets better.
Oh no, that'll be devastating for everyone.
And Josie wants to know, did you guys get progressive lenses? Yes, you did get progressive lenses.
I have a very bad prescription. I'm pretty much blind without glasses.
They're really thick. She pays extra money to get them thin.
But if they don't grind them just right, I'm very sensitive to different things with my eyes. Always have been. My mom used to know when it was time to change glasses because I would fill the water glasses every night for supper, and my eye vision was bad. I'd overfill them. Time for new glasses.
It happens, but Josie does share a little bit more. So they take a minute to get used to, and if you didn't watch stepping off a curb or going down steps.
Been there, done that.
I know I was at a place in Madison one time. The bathrooms they have are downstairs, which I never quite understood, but going down, I'm glad you always hang on to the handrail, 2 feet.
Oh, I remember that.
3 points of contact. And the last two steps of my perception was off a bit. So you kind of stepped off one, missed the edge of that step, slid to the next step. I didn't go down, but I just moved like I'd planned to do that all the way down. So
all the way down.
and Deborah Johnson says, good morning. We're hosting
Good
Mother's Day
morning.
today.
Ooh.
So I came on to say hello and I appreciate everything you teach us.
Yes. This is
And I
this is
have
Saturday.
many mountain photos to scrap, and now so excited to use your inspiration.
Oh, cool. We have so many. I'm gonna try this. This will go quicker. We have so many slides from my dad's dad and mom's trip. They used to have what's the name of it? Airstream trailer that they pulled, and they'd always take trips out west. So I have.
But this was like a 50s vintage model.
Yeah, it was nice. So, but we have years and years of slides, and how many boxes? 2 great big boxes full of slides that we've got to turn into photos.
And Deborah tells you Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day to you girls all tomorrow. That
She's
her
hosting
mama
Mother's
is.
Day today. I wonder what time dinner is and more dinner.
I told you guys you would not even talk about food again. I told you. He loves food. I always say he'll eat anything that won't eat him first. But
yeah, Josie says she could feel that when I described the escalators or judging when to step on is also interesting. The other one that gets me is like at O'Hare Airport or somewhere where they have those moving sidewalks, so you can really
love those.
Plane. You love those?
I love those.
You walk while you're on them also, or you just stand?
No, I don't stand on them.
Well, I walk.
That's what
And
it's
you walk
for.
along, and it's great until it comes to the end. And you go take that step, and your knee.
You just keep walking there.
My body, I'm a pretty big guy, so my body goes at a high level of momentum while my legs are trying to catch up and the knees take up the slack.
You guys realize I'm laughing because I can totally picture that.
No, it's not funny.
Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. Oh. Can I tell them another funny story? You got somebody on from the UK. I gotta tell you this, guys. I may have told you before.
I gotta go to the back room. I'll be out.
No. So his first trip overseas, he went to Scotland, England, and Wales for work. And it's
the first time I ever flew, period.
Yeah.
On a 777.
And somebody told him that
your feet are gonna swell when you're up in the air for that long. Make sure you got loose fitting shoes. So I did. I went and bought shoes that said, these are about right. So give me a size bigger, maybe a size and a half bigger. And then I walked for 12 hours all over London. Couldn't figure out my feet kind
with
of
the
burned on the backside.
They had a suitcase they had couldn't check in yet. Okay. So he told me that he what he had done, but he didn't tell me how bad it was. Now, I'm putting a little extra ink on this because I want it to
I'll tell him so you don't totally lose it. But yeah,
I'm crying, guys. I know you can't see this, but I'm crying.
Back of my ankles really, really hurt. And so I looked and I just didn't have blisters. They were bloody blisters.
Oh,
a little
tore
bit
the
bigger
meat
than a
off.
quarter on the back of each heel. They were so damn sore. I couldn't get my other regular shoes on. So I had to wear these big sloppy shoes, and I was bleeding so much, and I didn't have any Band-Aids. I'm in the UK. And so I had an extra pair of socks. So I tied an extra sock around each one of my ankles.
And they were
especially on the
on the
backside.
back of the shoe.
Yeah, it looked like I had tails on my feet.
When he
But
got off the
I put on
airplane.
those big sloppy shoes, and I made it for the rest of the week. But man, they were hurting.
Oh, my eyes. I'm crying. When he
And
got
I
off the
got to go
airplane.
where Shakespeare's area was, and we went to,
Oh my gosh.
I was up in Leeds,
I needed
and went to York. We stayed one night. I had, I think it was an American restaurant, but I had garlic bread. And, you know, I'm used to put a little garlic powder on here with butter and that. No, we put whole slivers of garlic on it. And then I'm awake all night long, and I'm going downstairs to try and convince I need some kind of antacid at 2 in the morning.
And Milky went on her milk because it was warm.
Yeah, it was different, but I had a great time.
And I scrapbooked the whole thing of his pictures.
And I was in Wales.
Oh, it was awesome.
We had a tour there that I didn't have to go to, so we went down to a local pub, me and the other vice president, And we decided we're gonna have a few beers and then we'll go to dinner. And I think it was Tenet I drank, and the alcohol content's just a little higher. And I have to get up and go to the bathroom. And I stand up and say, "Damn, my knees are numb." He did too. He says, "Boy, because every time you went somewhere for lunch, you drink a pint.
Oh,
It's
God.
stronger." But anyway, that's probably more anybody wants to know. But that was kind of my experiences
Oh,
from
my
the
God.
UK. But
Okay.
I don't think I got
Continue
scars in the
trees
back of my feet. But I'll tell you, every time I've flown since then, which is quite a bit, I don't wear loose shoes anymore. But I had these long, thin socks, and I wrapped them babies around my feet, and the backs of the socks were hanging out. It didn't look good, but they were really sore.
Hold
and,
that.
I wasn't going to
There's
admit
another
that they
green one
hurt,
here.
because then I looked weak in front of the others I was with.
Wouldn't admit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, honey, I needed that laugh. Sorry, at your expense. That's good. Okay, I know there's another kind of green. Here it is. I'm like,
Now they're all
where is
making
it?
comments too about this story. Huh?
Okay, so we got, it's kind of a tealy blue green, but it's gonna work. Kiwi Lane's monthly kits, guys, they are amazing because they do all the matchy stuff. You don't have to go out and buy anything. It's just really nice. So the other thing is too is you can still find other paper if you run out, like cardstock or something, and you've used all your backgrounds. You can find cardstock to match it and use your scraps to make another layout. So, okay, I'm going to take one of these trees down here that I got and make it out of this too. I'll use this one while I got it and trace it.
Josie wants to know how is Gracie and how she liked the new camper.
Gracie,
She loves it. Right now, she's in the back. We put her into her kennel, and she was not happy. She was out here laying up in the seat, looking out the windows. And when I used that K word, she looked at me like, "Why do I need to go to the kennel? I am fine out here. I won't bother anything." The trouble is, she'll start barking, and everything goes sideways. So she's taking a nap for the moment.
She's going through this phase of fighting. Hence, I see my arm. I'm kind of scarred up, and then Lee, he's got scars on him too. We don't know what to do. We've never had a dog that bites like this, but she just, if she don't like something, she's just like, you can't. Okay, for instance, like she had, you dropped something.
Yeah,
you have to wipe that off. Careful, there's ink on it. You have to try to take something away from her. Like, say this morning she had a water bottle. I gave it to her, but she got the label off, and I was trying to get the label from off the water bottle from her. And she growls, and I'm like, and I try to give her something else instead. And no.
Most time it's play biting me though. She's playing with a toy, and she has a lot of teeth. She has extra teeth. Hygiene. I know that.
But yeah. We found out that her heritage is not German, it's Russian. And I said, I got a Putin cup is what I got. So, but we love her and we'll take care of her. We'll train her, but she does like the motorhome.
She knows.
Except for like when we go to a truck stop to, what is that siren? To take her to go to the bathroom. She hates semis. She will not, like a rest area or a truck stop.
All the stuff
she
running,
won't go out.
The noise that's with that. We were up last year. We went to the scrapbook thing in Schaumburg. We stayed at a county park.
Oh, that's
there,
beautiful there.
Park.
Handicap spot too.
Yeah, it had great grass and that. But she was a pup. Would not go out and go to the bathroom because we drag her out finally to get her to go. But we're right on the approachway to O'Hare Airport, so you got all those jets coming in, one behind another, and just that whistling noise of the gas turbines just drove her over the top. She didn't know what they were.
So she's like, not liking this at all. So yeah, those are sirens. No bad weather. It's like sunny. I don't know what's going on. So is it lunch? Nope. 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The way the wind's blowing, it's coming from 96. A lot of times you're getting noise from the interstate over there.
Oh, that's definitely a siren.
I don't hear a siren. You feel okay? You need me to take a little class here? No, teach.
Go for it. Not. Oh, he has helped me cut the first time I got into it. And
Yeah, it gives me the little nasty things to cut that are all intricate.
he doesn't like the
Gotta
tiny
use a
things.
little scissors. I can't get my fat fingers to fit through there. Like
These though you can. Anybody that's got
yeah, I
sizable
can those, but you
fingers.
didn't give me those. You gave me those other
I
small.
didn't
cheap
have
ones.
them back then. Okay. 2 trees. We got 2 more to do. Okay, so I'm using this one. It almost looks like alligator or elephant skin. It's green. So we're gonna cut 2 more trees. We're almost done cutting, guys. Oh, and I can't wait to show you the surprise I got.
It's the first Saturday of every month they test the sirens.
First Sunday?
Saturday. This is
Oh,
Saturday.
this is Saturday.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
bad.
where we live at Cedar Rapids, Iowa, we have the Dwayne Arnold nuclear plant less than 10 miles from our house, and they do it on Wednesdays at 9 in the morning.
Yeah, as I say, if it goes off on Saturday, there's something wrong.
Yeah. And they sound different. And of course, that plant has now closed down. But there's still a lot of
Linda, move.
nuclear waste and so forth on the site. So I hear Gracie back here moving around. She gets that kennel slice, starts rocking it, and then she thinks that'll get the door to come open.
It ain't happening. Not happening. Okay. Now, just FYI, usually I try to put it the same color on both sides, right? That may not happen with this because it's kind of what I call a pattern layout. It's not just a generic thing. There's like a theme to it. So, I mean, you can try to do it, but like I've got trees on both on one page. So, and I've got a lot of stuff on the other that I don't have the room, but it's going to look fine. Guarantee.
I
It
can't
will
wait to
look
get
all right.
to some of the blingy stuff because I know on some of that what's coming.
This isn't going to have a lot of bling.
I know, but the thing you did on the die earlier, that is awesome. But I'm not
I'm
gonna,
gonna switch
I'm not
scissors.
gonna do a snoozer thing. I can't do the
I'm going to switch. These are the tiny Tim Holtz. Love these for intricate.
could be careful if you got eye issues like you're talking about, you end up losing a finger. Something that small. Here, I'll scoot over so I don't
Don't lose a finger. There you go.
That's what I'm more concerned about.
So, I should tell you about this mega meat. So I didn't make it last night till midnight. I
Where's
actually
this making me dead?
Novi, Michigan. Well, I didn't make it till midnight when they were still giving away prizes and stuff, and I couldn't hold my eyes open anymore. So I was still recovering from the 10-hour drive we did here on Wednesday. But anyway, there are some really cool products that have come out. It's called Vibe. I'm going to show it to you in a second. But if you guys like to work with
What's
vellum,
Vibe stand for?
I have
I'll
no
go with
idea.
Vellum. What's the I?
I said I don't know. You tell them.
No, I did the first one.
Like I laid them.
I don't remember.
I've got some out
But
there
they're kind of neat. You can lay vellum across, and you take wax paper to put like kind of that waxiness on there.
It's in my bag to go. The one I've got ready. I want you to grab one of them. I want to show them this stuff. But anyway, everything that I use, I compliment the Kiwi Lane. Kiwi Lane is the way I scrapbook all the time. But I use different things to enhance it even more, to take it just a little bit further. I like to push myself and try to do something different all the time. It's in the scrapbook one that I'm going to take with me, the flowery
Back
one.
of the beast.
Is it, or is it up front? No, it's behind my chair. It's behind my chair. So like I can't wait to show you what I got for this one. It's gonna be so cool. But anyway, this stuff that we got, it's like a piece of acrylic, and it has an etched design in it. And what you do is you lay your vellum over top. You take wax paper, go over top of the vellum to kind of get it slick. And then you take, you guys probably have these little tools that have the little balls on the end of it. So you take one of those, you go across it, and it comes out. Can you guys see that? It's not glary, is it? This is like vellum impressions, beautifully embossed. And the company is right here in Michigan, which is awesome. Isn't that right? They're here in Michigan.
Sterling Heights.
There you go.
And she said that, and we looked at one another. We said, we're from Iowa. Oh, okay. So everybody knows what Sterling Heights is. Except probably for you from Iowa. Yep.
But they make a bunch of these. And so what you can do is when you have your vellum, if you want a piece of vellum over, but you want some kind of a design on it, this is perfect. I don't know if you guys remember, I had a layout that I did on one of the lives that had a little dress. It was out of vellum and it had designs on it and stuff. And I had ordered it years ago. But that's what they must have used, is something like that on it. So, you know what? We got everything but this one. This one isn't cut yet. Did I ink those? I didn't ink those last treats. I gotta ink those. Okay, so I need to do this out of something. See what we got here.
Stacy said
Let's
that ball
do
tool
this,
is
y'all.
called a stylus tool.
A stylus tool? Awesome. Thank you. She's so helpful. So I'm going to be teaching classes there in June. I didn't make it in May because we're traveling.
Where's there?
Cedar Rapids, Iowa at Scrap Mania. She has a retreat house too. So if you're there and you need a place to stay, it's cheaper than a hotel and much nicer. So, and it holds up to 9 people. We have cropping area for those 9 people. There's a kitchen and all kinds of stuff. I go there a few times and scrap with the girls. And yeah, it's just
Close
really
to
nice.
Czech Village. We have quite a Czech population in Cedar Rapids. And there's some neat little shops, stores, and restaurants down there.
Yeah. So
Kolaches. They're a little bit different.
they're
the
different than
kolache,
Texas kolaches. My best friend that
But
lives in
Shipley's Donuts goes pretty good.
Oh, I love their chocolate ones. But my best friend's from Texas, and when she came up to Iowa, and we went and got a kolache. She's like, "These aren't what we have. They have meat in those. Ours have like fruit. That it's not jelly, but it's kind of like jelly, and they're sweet rolls, kind of like a Danish. Oh, I didn't tell you. I met 3.
What? Don't be pointing them scissors like that at me.
You're
You scared
away.
me.
There was 3 girls. We walked in line and to put in our tickets for the gift raffle. And there was these 3 girls. They were all dressed alike. And so I complimented them on their outfits. I can't remember what their shirts said. Oh, something about flamingo. They were from a flamingo club or something. But that's what they call themselves. They did it on their own. But they're from Denmark, or they're Danish. And I was like, awesome.
Road and Ulf.
Oh, I forgot about those words, because I told him, I said, my heritage is Danish, German, English, and Native American Indian.
Yeah, they call that a Heinz 57.
But out the mud. And anyway,
These
I
ladies
loved
from
it.
Denmark.
Yeah, I met them, and I told him we had 2 foreign exchange students from Denmark.
What
I know this
towns?
Violet and Silkeborg. How about that? I remembered.
Yeah,
So-
Stacy did post Facebook.com, the retreat house.
Awesome.
A link for people.
Awesome. So you got to come. She's got 13,600 square feet of happiness. And I'm about 10, 15 minutes from the store. So if you guys do come, I'll bring templates and you guys can crop the day away at her store.
Linda has all the templates they made. She
Yep.
purchase orders and she lets people use them. And
I do what they call
you
it.
just can't take them home.
Yeah, the rules are you don't take them home. Number 1. Number 2, don't take them home. And number 3, don't cut around it. Those are my rules. Other than that, you have fun with them. But I do what they call a stay and play at the store, and they can come in and scrapbook and use all the templates, all of them that they want for free. Doesn't cost anything. Only thing is you have to buy your supplies, like your paper and any embellishments that you end up wanting from the store. Okay, there's almost done, guys. How we doing on time? 1 o'clock. We're doing good.
Oh, it's actually
1:11.
Yeah.
We're doing good because we're just about ready to start sticking.
I think didn't Sonia say she was going to pull a plug on you?
No, she told me I had all day. I don't want. I won't keep you all day. I promise. I promise. So, anyway, so the convention there, that was one company that was local. It was really amazing, And then there was Divinity Dyes that was a company that designs them themselves. And it was just really, really they're nice dyes.
But going
And-
back to the one that sells Vibe, they actually have a few other things. The thing I thought was also nice was weren't they the ones they have to have a special laser machine make them?
Yeah.
And it was a retired
All inked.
couple that were in the
All of these.
military invested, and they've got the die cutting machine, the laser machine in their basement. It's pretty good size, and they use to cut those with. And so they're kind of partners together, but they're a local company that had a dream and a vision and kind of bringing it to life. It was kind of different. It was kind of a neat story. We visited with them.
Yeah.
Popcorn was really good at the concession stand. Extremely
We got
salty.
it fresh.
Yeah, but it's still extremely salty. But I guess if you sell soda pop, you want it to be salty, right?
Yep.
That was my type of food again.
I told you guys he wouldn't stop talking about that.
I'm still excited about the one from Louisiana that's on though, because I get all excited with jambalaya and
Gumbo,
Not too
yeah.
thick.
Okay, the journal one, I am not sure yet, but I think I'm gonna put it in a cream colored. So I'll just save that for later and I'll journal it before I stick it on. Or I may type something up and print it off. I'm not sure yet, but we're gonna cut this pie. And then we have one or two ways that we can do.
Christian says, I want to see your Vice item demo, please.
Oh,
We won't
we
demo
won't
it
demo it
today,
this
but
time,
it's
but
gonna
I will
be-
do one.
It's gonna be one
Yeah.
of her lives coming up.
Yeah.
She'll make sure she
Yep, I will make sure I
talks
use
about
on it.
that. But is there a website on there? I could read it to them.
What did I do with it?
Underneath over there. I think.
Underneath? Nope. Just
To the
grab another one to the left.
Maybe you give it back to me.
I must have.
Well, I like to
Okay,
see you
so this
searching for it.
here, we have different options. We can use this and trace the pieces and put it on top. You can use it as a pen and just color it, whatever you want to do. So I'm gonna leave those two out. Okay, now I have a surprise I want to show you. Okay, so this is tentatively what it's gonna look like. Here are neighbors. Okay. Oh, look at that. Isn't that so pretty? I love this. Love, love, love.
Nick, you wants to know, do I like boiled peanuts?
No.
And Linda
No.
don't, but
I grew up
don't-
in Florida.
I
I don't
don't
like them.
I don't mind boiled peanuts. I like just about anything. So you must be from Georgia or somewhere that direction anyway.
Okay. So this is a new thing that our scrapbook store has ordered, but I got some ahead of time. Do you guys know what that is? It's barbed wire. It's a die. I love this. It's a little barbed wire die.
At least those of us in the Midwest where it's farming communities,
So I'm gonna put that there.
like Nebraska and well, Kentucky.
And
all
look at
places.
this one. This is just straight. And I'll put this one across the pie. And I have one more. And this one is going to go along the pictures right here. Because I thought about matting these pictures. But I think there's a lot going on. And I thought just a little bit of something would be nice. So there's what we're going to do in the layout. We're going to get it stuck down. And probably let you guys go. As you won't want to see me doodle. I love to doodle. I put little stitching lines and everything.
But go ahead and tell them though, she'll make sure this gets posted. She'll list all the paper used. She'll list all the little items used, the bling bling and all that, all the templates. I already said the paper, everything but the pictures. I mean, you'll see the pictures and that'll be posted so that for those of you that want to go back and say, boy, I can't remember what she said she was using. You'll be able to get that and hopefully resurrect it. And I think I might have lied to you. I told you I'd give you the website for Vibe, but I can't find it on there. It's here somewhere.
Look in the bag.
It is manufactured in the US of A, and it's there local in Mount Sterling.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I open it? to
No,
look
of
at-
course not.
You gotta tear this here to get into it.
You figure it out.
Give me
You
your scissors,
figure it
I'll figure it out.
Wait, no, you do the bottom. Right here. Pull that down. It's like
Well, why would they do
packaging.
that?
That's like Kiwi Lane packages stuff too.
So Kiwi Lane does it wrong too.
No, you're silly.
Oh, they
No.
do the packaging, all this.
So are you guys
sticky
doing anything special for Mother's Day? Any other gals? I know some of you are cooking. You're supposed to have your kids cook for you. My
stuff. Sharon asked, is it chipboard?
no.
That's the question.
What? The let me show you what it is. I didn't do that. Here.
This is on the bob wire, right?
It's a dye. They're dyes. Stacy, you have to tell me what company it is. I can't remember the company's name. I don't know if it's Paper Rose or what. She's got them. She's got them at the store.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of questions. Who makes the barbed wire dies?
Stacy, you still on? I need some help. I'm not sure. I think it's Paper Rose or she's got it because she's got a whole bunch coming in. So if you want them, you can get them from her. 319-377-9999. And she's the one that got it for me. So all right.
Nikki says no, she's not from Georgia. They discovered him while they were visiting Florida. She retired in September 2020. I just turned 63 this week. I'm going to retire hopefully in 2 years. My 401k don't quit eroding. We spent 4 months traveling in their fifth wheel from Wyoming to Florida and back across the more southern route to Arizona.
I'm going to pop this. Did you know they make black pop dots?
Stacy says
We call them
Paper
elevators.
Rose.
Paper Rose. Okay.
They're arriving at Scrap Mania on Monday. So for those that are interested, be sure to reach out.
Yep.
On the barbed wire.
And she's got different ones coming. These are the tiny ones, and there's some that's just a little bit bigger. And there's one that has a corner. Oh my gosh, it is just the coolest thing. I mean, for Western pictures or anything like this, it's awesome, awesome, awesome.
There
Okay,
is-
I popped that
there
up
is no website on this.
for the vibe.
Not that I can find, unless it's in beyond what my progressive bifocals can focus in on. But it is American Vellum Craft LLC, Shirley Heights, Michigan.
Okay, this one's gonna go right here.
And I think their partner, their thing is called Rios Custom Etching, which is in LLC, which is in Macomb, Michigan. And I know we have somebody online here that's from Macomb. I remember seeing that.
But I'm definitely going to do one with the Kiwi Lane templates. Like you said, I love to integrate something that has never been done with Kiwi, and just to give it that little extra oomph. Not that Kiwi Lane isn't oomphy on its own, because it is, but I love paper, and I love the Kiwi Lane templates. Okay, I got one pop, not pops. Okay. Elevators. Oops, I made a mistake.
And they're kind of square
I
in
pulled that
size.
just a little, because I gotta put this under.
Now, we could have used triangles this time, then I would have had even more fun.
Oh, yeah, don't get him started on those.
We should get some ellipses and some spheres. Okay, so this don't fit back in that bag.
I'll get it. That's fine. Yeah, there's a trick. There is a trick.
Yeah, you throw away the sticky. paper
No,
stuff.
okay, I'm gonna
It's different.
put this down so we know where we're going with it. All right.
Lynette's on Maruk and says,
Hello.
Leah and Linda.
Glad you could join us. Okay, one down. This has gone really, really, really quick, this layout, even with all the little pieces. If you see a little piece in a template, don't be intimidated. It's
Can you tell them what the number is again for?
319-377-9999.
And that'll get you Scrap Mania.
And she ships. She's open 7 days a week, so you'll get them. Leave a message if she doesn't, but that's never usually happened.
And she did say they have 4 different barbed wire styles that are arriving, so that'll give you a selection. Krishna there from Down Springs says that she likes to mix her products too to make her layouts.
Yeah. And like one of our other creative partners, Jenny Prosser, if you've never watched her, you should watch her. She does different colored inks than just the vintage photo. And then she takes a pen. Do you like these glitter pens, gel pens? And goes around every edge. She's got more patience than anybody I've ever known. And her work, her design work is gorgeous. It really is. Okay, almost there.
Josie
Almost
wants to
there.
know, says you don't have a good boiled peanut recipe, I guess. And I might have one. My brother actually lives in Georgia, so
I've tried boiled peanuts. I used to live in Florida and I just can't. I just can't.
our friends from Texas, what she always like to do is get the peanuts and she put them in a bottle of Coke. Was it what?
Peppermint Draw had that peanuts in my coat.
Yeah, well, that's kind of a tradition.
Yeah.
I've got family from down south.
Okay.
Originally from the
So,
UK. I just don't know where at in the UK, but
I'm going to make a little mark.
so you can get them placed where you want them.
Yep. I could, no, I don't want it on this. I want some on this. Okay, so now I'm at my cutter.
And while doing this, Trisha says she's making her very first snap frame while she's watching you.
Awesome. Snap frames are amazing. If you guys have never seen a snap frame, look up one of the videos. Maybe Trisha will post what she gets done with it. They're paintable, stainable, and you can also put
Well, you
paper
can change it out
on
for
yeah,
different
you change it
seasons.
out, different designs for the seasons or just in general. They're really nice for decorating. They're a great gift too for someone who doesn't have room for a lot of pictures, but they like to change things up to the seasons. This they can do, and it's all just a really small frame.
We do have a important question though. MJ
Okay.
McCoy, she wants to know, do you have a date for your next class or live?
The next live is the 19th. Lee won't be with me, unfortunately, because he's going to be at a big dinner meeting.
I got a board meeting and we got
Yeah.
a dinner that night. One of our other VPs is retiring.
So,
Unless it changes. If it changes, of course I'll be there. But that will also be that'll be broadcast live from the Madison, Wisconsin
and
campground.
I'm using the paper Grow a Happy Life. I think I know what I want to do for pictures, but still working on that. And the design, haven't done the design yet. This is actually a sketch challenge, so this one was already done for me. Okay, this glue, this bottle, Stacy has these too. It's a fine line applicator tip. Amazing little bottle. It's refillable, but I'm using the Art Glitter Craft Glue. So.
And Anna Thompson said she's helped me out here on this, back in the boiled peanuts discussion.
Okay.
Said you just got to salt the water for the boiled peanuts.
There ain't enough salt in the world, darling. I can't do
Well,
it.
you might have got them someone that don't know how to make them, but
I just can't.
They're really good.
I just can't. I tried. Well, I don't like peas and I don't like lentils. So for me, when a boiled peanut hits my mouth, it's like mush and can't do it.
I love peas and I eat lentils.
I know. You do.
Well, there's not much I don't eat, unfortunately.
I lost a little metal piece. Those are my things. Don't forget to get down there and get it.
Your elevators?
No, it goes in my glue. Has a little piece that sticks in so your glue does not get dried up.
And Josie's just waiting. She thinks for the recipe, but she's looking to make some Cajun type boiled peanuts. And
that maybe that'd be different, but it's still mushy.
I have a recipe I got from a chef on chicken lips. And everybody asked me what it is. Well, you know, when you take and break the beaks off the chicken, you get that. No, it's actually this strips of breast that you roll in flour, and then you dip it in buttermilk again, then you roll it in flour again, and in the flour you put white pepper, red pepper, and black pepper. So all three peppers to hit the different parts of your palate, and then you use Budweiser, and you make this blue cheese, the Maytag blue cheese, and you make a dressing for it. And the hot sauce, you take 16 ounces of Frank's hot sauce with a pound of butter, so 16 ounces of butter. So it makes your heart beat slower, but they're a little bit spicy, make your lips a little numb, but they are really good.
I told you you could not stop talking about food. I do it.
Oh,
I
that was
do
a
it.
recipe. I just shared you the secret recipe.
Now the writing on the back, guys. I know some of you may be freaking out. Don't. I took a picture of it, so I have it, and I can print it off, and I'll resize it and everything, and probably put it in here somewhere.
Okay, we have another question.
Okay.
What's the name of the ink refresher that you mentioned on the last slide?
Tim Holtz Ranger Ink Refresher. Stacy's got it.
She didn't write it down, so she couldn't.
Yep.
even-
It's just called Ink Refresher. That's it.
By Tim Holtz.
By
Same guy
Tim
makes
Holtz.
the scissors.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. I love it, guys. You ask all the questions you want.
And
We're
Anna
here
says
to
the
help.
secret is you don't boil the peanuts until they're mushy. So you probably didn't get good ones because they were. Linda always said they were like eating a snot ball, but
Yeah, it was not
good ones aren't that way. You keep testing them, and you want to keep them firm so that they're really good. Oh, and Sharon just says, do you take a picture of the writing on the back? And the answer
Yes,
is
I
yes.
did. I took a picture of it.
Was there any last minute thing you need to share about what they need to do or anything?
No.
Like I know there's a lot of postings Kiwi's been putting up on it. So
Now I know that some of you guys know I inked the photos. This time I did not.
and why is that?
You know, it just looked good this way.
They're kind of discolored enough that they probably didn't really need it.
Well, I had so much that I wanted to do and going on. It looked better without. Okay, so I've got a title I'm going to do. Now, wait, you guys, wait to see what I got here at the convention. This is from Dies to Die For. It's called Evans Log Alphabet. Let me take it out so you can see it. It's not glary. So I'm going to use these letters. Well, there's that.
But you have to run through your die machine.
Yeah.
And
I got my portable fold away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make my title up here out of this wood looking one. Haven't come up with a name yet. So if you guys can think of a name, that'd be great. Maybe something about hobo pie. Yeah, I love that. When I saw it, I'm like, oh, I gotta
I
have it.
think of the old Jimmy Rogers music, you
Okay.
know, and
Here we go. We're going to glue this down.
put the barbed wire down. Be careful. Don't poke yourself.
I gotta get my little glue mat. You guys, if you don't have a little, what I call a little glue mat, a little junky mat, take one of your old ones and recycle it so you glue off of your page. I can't tell you how many times I've glued something I wanted stuck to my picture. It's stuck because this glue stays. It dries clear, but it will stay wherever you
We
put
do
it.
have another question
All right.
from Shelly Ryan. She said, happy Saturday, Linda. and Lee."
Same to you.
Susan referenced 3 sketch challenges during the month of May.
Okay.
Where may I find them?
Go. I don't know if they've announced the other 2 yet, but you can. The sketch challenge from mine here is on, and I'll go over here as soon as we get here in a couple of seconds. So how you do it. The other ones, if you're signed up to get Kiwi Lane emails and stuff, it'll come to you in the email. But if you want, you can friend me on Facebook, and I'll keep everything posted. Or you can just go onto the Kiwi Lane community, kiwilane.com, and you should be able to find it in there too. So, okay, let's see if I get this down.
But you can be definitely helpful on
Yeah.
getting them to what they need. We do
Yeah.
have a little
Okay,
more.
so this one, let's just go ahead. Lee, why don't you read? This is the steps you got to do.
Okay.
And you just
And
tell them,
you
this is
correct
regarding
me.
the challenge, okay? So Lee's
That-
going to read it while I
that we're
keep
kinda doing.
going.
We're talking about the 3 sketch challenges, but this is the one we're doing. So the first thing was create.
Create your layout.
You create your layout.
Using on page 106 in the sketchbook or wherever it's posted, you want to use that
the
design.
suggested,
Yep.
that design and create your layout.
Yep.
Take a picture. That's step 2.
Yep.
And 3, you go to the kiwilane.com /community or /, I guess it is. And you post it there, right? The
Yep,
picture
you post
that
it in the community.
And then number 4, yeah, there we go. Post the picture. And so for the one today, you do it today, May 7th by 8 p.m. Mountain Time.
Mm-hmm.
And hashtag NSD with Kiwi Lane.
Yeah, National Scrapbook Day. So NSD capitals. So let me start again. Hashtag capital N, capital S, capital D, and then the words with Kiwi Lane. You put that with your posting of your picture. That way, so Kiwi Lane can find you. Okay.
And they'll be drawing the winner for that then at 8:30 Mountain
Tonight.
Time. Yeah, be
And it's
tonight.
a $50,
and that's
$50 store
gift.
credit.
Is that what it is?
$50 store credit.
So
Yep.
that's pretty good
That's
for
really good.
for doing a layout. So that's for this one, and there's supposed to be 2 others that you brought up, Shelley, and there'll be instructions upcoming on those.
Yeah.
On that community. But again, feel free to reach out to Linda, even if you're associated with somebody else or whatever. Linda's always willing to
Yep.
talk. And
Even though you
share
buy product from
information.
somebody else does not stop me from being your friend and helping. That's why I got into Kiwi Lane like this anyways, is so I could help people. Because I've had Kiwi Lane since like 2010. They started in 2009, but in 2010 I got in on it. It wasn't a partner then. I just loved it so much. But then there was a lot of people that were like, "Oh, I want to see that. I want to do some of that." And so I became a partner about 4 years ago. 5?
something like that.
Yeah, somewhere between 3 and 5 years ago. And just so I
Whenever
could do
we're in
stuff
Walton,
like this.
Kentucky, that's
Yep.
when we would have done it.
Okay,
We had a
guys.
question how the family's doing, and they're doing great. And happy Mother's Day also to the rest of you.
All right. So
What's the brand or kind of glue? Jan would like to know.
it is Art Glitter Glue is what it's called. Art Glitter Glue. And they come in different sizes. There's 2 of these plastic bottles sold together. And this one was the finer tip, and they have one just a little bigger. And I refill them, and I love this. And because it's easy to squeeze, you don't have that big bottle. So if it gets almost empty, you're still squeezing and there's nothing coming. Yeah, so it's Art Glitter Glue. If you call Stacy, she's got it there. What else? There was something else I was going to tell him. Well, let's go back over the sale. So there's a 40% off sale going on right now, guys. Uh-oh. Did you lose it? Scroll back down.
I was scrolling.
Go to Facebook. You're not on Facebook. You lost it.
Okay, just keep going.
Oh, hope we didn't lose you guys. No, you got to go to Kiwi Lane Designs.
I'm just there, and all of a sudden it just went away.
Facebook. May not be able to get down to it. Oh, well, I think we're done. It's not gonna go. It's live now. Let me see. Let me move my hand. See if it comes on. Oh, well, I think we're. Nope. You guys are still hearing me. Woohoo! Okay, we're back. He pushed the button. All right. So,
that was just a test, an emergency testing.
Gosh. We had a glitch. All right. Don't put your finger on the button.
Well, it was over here for a minute.
He clicked the wrong thing. Okay. So we went over, we'll go one more time. Create your layout, take a picture of it. Don't worry about it if it's not fancy schmancy with a bunch of stuff on top. Take a nice picture so it doesn't glare, and then post your picture in the kiwilane.com/community. Okay, so put it in the community. And then after you post it, you need to make sure in your posting, it's hashtag NSD, National Scrapbook Day with Kiwi Lane. And you have to get this done before 8 o'clock tonight, because they're going to draw at 8:30 for $50 credit. Okay, so now my other note is there's 40% off. Today only is the last day of Paradise, Woodland Creatures, Tiny Celebrate that has a little cloud in it, Cedar Trails. Everybody needs Cedar Trails. They've even got one that looks like water, or it's beautiful. Sincerely, which is a card template set. Love at Home, which is the little house a la carte with a little heart in it. Gamer, it looks like the controller from an Xbox. Dance, it's just a figure that looks like dance. And ball game. Ball game has a hat, a bat, and a pair of spikes shoes. So yes, those. And so the gamer, dance, ball game are a la carte. So is Love at Home. They're a la carte. Sincerely is a card border. Cedar Trails is a fun border. Tiny Celebrate is a tiny accessory. Woodland Creatures is an accessory. And then Paradise is also an accessory. Okay. Anyway, anybody else got any more questions? They're still singing. Okay, perfect. Anybody else have any more questions? I am going to get my bag. Where'd you do my bag? I need my pens. I need my pen set out there. I'm going to doodle just a little bit. I'll show you what I do. Okay, thank you, dear. So what I like to do is just take something and do different designs. And you can do this before you put it down, however you want. Or you can make shadow effects, whatever your style is. Okay, and then, so that's a little doodle, got it? And you can use different colors. We can do white, you can do gold, you can do silver, black, red, blue, whatever gel pen you have. So I'm going to doodle, and I might add a few more somethings to be like enamel dots or something like that. But this is it. Hope you guys like this. Does anybody else have any more questions? Lee took off there for a minute. Let's see here. Oh, they got it down. But this was a really fun time, guys. The paper, again, was Born to Be Awesome from June of 2020 Kit Club. And then we got the dies. You guys got that. Any other questions? If not, you can always keep posting and I will get them later. I wish you guys the best scrappy day today and tomorrow, the best Mother's Day ever. And we'll be thinking of you, and we will see you again on the 19th. And that's an evening one that starts at 7 o'clock Central Time, and we'll go till 9 approximately. So, but there's always a replay, and please feel free to share the video. We'd love it if somebody else has any other questions, they can watch it and get a hold of us. So this is Linda Hanson from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. We're going to sign off and say,
but we're via Michigan.
Oh, wait. Oh, what? Will you get something?
We're via Michigan.
Oh,
though.
yeah, we're via Michigan. So anyway, I'm going to go there to the
There
mega
is a
meet.
question.
Oh, wait,
Anna says, can you doodle on white
so we can see it? Oh, okay. I can do it up here. I'll just turn a little bit.
MJ says that I have a lot in common with her husband about food wise. Well, he's a very, very smart and debonair individual, then I would suggest. And there's another question that Sue had, are you leaving the pie as is? No, I'm actually going to see, I might use a glitter paper or a burlap, I'm not sure. I think it's going to be burlap like this, and use it to cut out some things because I've got the dark brown here. It'll either be burlap or I've got some bling paper.
It's kind of charcoaly gray, but I want to think about it for a minute because I want it to look like raisin pie, and I know what raisin pie looks like. So I haven't come up with what I want to do. And Nikki says, I can't wait to see it once you have it all dialed up. But it'll probably be later on because you are going to go over some of the ladies. I'm going back to the convention. She's got some serious cropping to do before 5 o'clock. Okay, let me hold it up so you guys can see. You getting it? Can you see it? Oh, still, there's a lag. Sorry, guys. There's a lag in the video. If you can see it, let me just give a shout out. You can see it. Oh, there we go. Now I can. Let me get up just a little closer. So you can do any kind of pen work you want. If you don't have a good hand, they do make templates out there that you can use. The quirky doodle sheet, that's the other thing. If you spend $75, you get a free quirky doodle sheet. And that has little lines on it that you can use for doing the stitch work and stuff around your project. So, okay. Anything else? I think we're good.
Krishna says, nice. You take care. Stay cool in Spring, Texas.
All right. Hey, guys, we love you all. And thank you for joining us. We're going to sign off and we're going to say happy scrapping. Bye, guys.